good, well, happy Thanksgiving. So I figured I would do my TBR picks my next month to read, so which next month is December. Honestly, November is going pretty well in my opinion. I can't recall how many books I have read, but it's going well. I think I finished one more book before November's over, and that book will be Iron Flame, and then I have to read Onyx Storm. I believe, like, so the books I read last month were, I picked I picked 5 out of the jar, and one of them I did DNF, so I'm not gonna say which one, but the books I did finish, if they're a series, I put the second book in here because I really enjoyed it. But I'm hoping I get either Quicksilver or the Book of Asriel, and anything else can be fun and easy. I don't know, but I'm hoping I get those. I'm trying to mix this up as best I can. Okay, so we're gonna pick, I think what I want to do is this is the last month of the year, and I need to hit my goal. I'm at 54 books, so I need to hit 65, so I need 10 more books. Okay, I'm gonna pick, to push myself, I'm gonna pick 8 books. I know that might be a lot, but I feel like I can. I feel like I can. No, you know what? I want to pick. I'll pick 6. We'll see where my heart is, depending on how long these books are. First book is Nightshade. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know who the author is of this one, but I know it's like maybe a Vampire Academia book. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea. But what we're gonna do is put it over here so we can look it up later. Come on, give me something good. But I think it's a fun, like, darker romance, I think. So here's another one. Eldritch by Carrie Lake. If you don't know, the book's down there now. This is the second book to the Eating Wood series, and I read Anathema obviously last year sometime. I just don't remember when, but it was 5 stars to me. It was so good. The fantasy elements, the slow burn. Carrie Lake does slow burn right. If you read Dr. Cadia, which is a very popular one of hers, that one was fantastic for slow burns. Like, I'm excited to read Eldritch. That's a longer book, I think, too. Well, we'll see. Okay, next one. Waiting to read Psychotic Obsession, which is the, like, I don't know if you would say prequel to the Edge of Darkness series by Lee Rivers, which is like insatiable, voracious, and restitution. But this one is about his dad. This is gonna be a fun one. This one's probably gonna eat up for sure. So right now we're at 3. We're gonna get the next one. Loving the Liar by Lola King. I don't know if you can see that. I've never read a Lola King book, so this will be fun to read because I just feel like she's like dark, like fucked up dark, which I don't mind, but I think that'd be good. Okay, I'm at 4. We'll do 6, like I said. The Bond That Burns. This is the second book to On Wings of Blood, and the third book's not out yet. I didn't want to start it until the third book was out, but I will do it for this vlog. So right now we're at 5. So we have, I think Nightshade is a fantasy book. Eldritch. That's not a fantasy. And then what is this one again? Loving the Liar. I have no idea what Loving the Liar is about. So far we have 3 fantasy books and maybe 2 dark romance books. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I mean, honestly, all I read is romance, dark romance, and fantasy. So, Direbound. I heard this book is so good, but I heard this one's about like werewolves. I've never read a werewolf book, so that is going to be interesting. Okay, that's all. Okay, that's all I'm going to pick. So the books I have picked out, I'm not going to go in any specific order because what's the fun in that? I gotta at least mood read a little bit with these books. But the first one is The Bond That Burns, which is the second book to Bloodwing Academy. The first book is On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin. Next one is Direbound. I don't know the author, but this is about werewolves and dire wolves, obviously, and that stuff. And then we got Nightshade. I have no idea what it's about. I think it's based off in like a school, university, something like that. Eldritch by Carrie Lake. This one is the second book to the Eden Wood series. The first book was Anathema, and I really enjoyed that book, The Slow Burn. Next book is Psychotic Obsession by Lee Rivers, and this is like the prequel, I believe, to the Edge of Darkness series, and I'm excited to read this because she just came out with this one in May of this past year, I think. March or May. I know it was an M. And then we also have Loving the Liar by Lola King. So I feel like this is a pretty good wrap up. And if I don't finish Onyx Storm this month, like November, I will read that right away in December. So technically these are 7 books. And if I finish these, really love these, get on my grind with reading, I could hit my reading goal. But if I don't hit it, it's not that big of a deal. I did pretty well because most people don't even read 1 book a year. So I will take that as a freaking win-win. So now what we're going to do is look these books up and figure out what these books really are about. So we're just going to go on my Goodreads. First book on top is Psychotic Obsession. I will read it. This one's 4.2 stars average on Goodreads. So that's pretty good, honestly. Don't mind me, I'm still getting over a little sickness. But love is a dangerous, trust is a weakness, possession is a toxic game. Sweet and gentle, calm and collected, nervous and experienced, he was death cloaked in the form of a handsome man, and instead of running the other way the first chance she got, she fell for him. Arya Miller is a scientist searching for the cure for a rare genetic disease. When her world turns on its head, she collides with Tobias Mitchell. When she takes him on as her assistant, he becomes infatuated with her in ways he knows he shouldn't be. Then reality hits and Arya is forced to leave the country. Faced with the thought of losing the object of his obsession, Tobias masks the lips, showing her his true self for the first time. Arya is his and he'll do anything to make sure she stays that way. This is an interconnected standalone set before the Edge of Darkness series. Wow. I knew something about that, but I just didn't know too much. The Bond That Burns. That one is the second book to the series, so I'm not going to say too much, but I'll just kind of recap of what the first book was. It was basically this girl. What's her first name? Her last name is Pendragon, and she has a body of a dragon rider. Dragons are no longer a thing in this book. Or are no longer they're extinct, people think. And they think that she is this beautiful, like, rare thing. She also has red hair, and no one else in this world has red hair because she fell from her homeland, something like that. But anyway, she is forced to be betrothed to the prince. She's forced to be betrothed to someone, and then she hates it, okay? And he's a bully, kinda, I guess. It's been a while since I've read it, so I'm trying to remember in my head. I don't know. But this world is based off vampires and stuff like that, so that's the second book. It ends on a cliffhanger, so I'm not going to say what The Bond That Burns it's about because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Alright, next book is Nightshade. Okay, Sorrow Song University by Autumn Woods. Yep, this is the book. This was 4.1 on Goodreads. When Ophelia Winters accepts a scholarship at a prestigious Scottish university to prove that her parents' death was the fault of Kane Green, an American aviation tycoon. Her plan is simple: keep her grades up and head down. The last thing she wants to wind up is in a mafia war or step onto the toes of royalty. Her plan gets off to a rocky start when a mysterious man that almost kills her on the first day turns out to be Kane's eldest son. Oh. As far as she's concerned, Alex Corbeau Green is a younger version of his billionaire father, a monster hiding beneath a beautiful facade. Loneliness has Ophelia's only dependable companion for years, but when anonymous threats and mysterious occurrences start to haunt her time at the Sorrow Song, she wonders if she can really survive there on her own. Between being paired together for a project and ending up as each other's alibi for a murder, avoiding Alex becomes increasingly impossible. She begins to fall for the soft heart that hides beneath the hard exterior. Tormented by malicious stalker waivers for the first time, can she really bring herself to pull the trigger on Kane now that she knows her family will be split into two? It's a dark academic romance, enemies to lovers, slow burn. University setting. Okay, I was kind of right about that, but that's gonna be fun. Diabound. I'm excited for this one. 4.34 stars. That's pretty good. All these have at least 4 stars. Love that. Okay, only the worthy survive the bonding trial. She'll risk her life and her heart to be one of them. Marin Cooper has never dreamed of being one of the bonded, the king's elite warriors who form mental links with massive, vicious direwolves. She made peace with her life, scraping by in poverty and shadows of the castle, but then her younger sister, Selah, is kidnapped, stolen across the border by immortal monsters her country has spent centuries fighting. And Marin's world falls apart. Desperate to cross the front and save her sister, Marin enlists in the army, only to discover that there are bonding trials this year, where all soldiers are faced to risk their lives in an attempt to connect with the direwolf. It is too late to turn back. Marin is thrown into a deadly competition. Oh, I love these type of books. Against her own will. Now she needs to survive the next 4 months of training at the castle if she wants the chance of finding Selah. Everything here is a test from a brutal classes where one mistake means death. To make things worse, Marin is bound to a feral direwolf who refuses to communicate. The other trainees would love to spill her common blood, and her gorgeous instructor Stark Therian, I don't know if I said that right, is as malicious as the wolves himself. Everyone is out to get her, everyone but the dangerously handsome crown prince Killian Valtier. And if she loses her heart to him, she may have lose her life. And the castle's hiding dark secrets. Oh, it's fourth way makes Hunger Games in a dark action-packed fantasy series. Perfect for romantic fans of courtesan. Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Ooh. That's good. All right. Eldritch by Carrie Lake. Like I said, I'm not going to say, this is the second book to a series, so I'm not going to say anything about this book. But the first book, oh my god, it's been almost a year since I've read this one. I know it's a slow burn. It's the woods, like no. You know what? I don't know anything about this one. I have to get a little recap of Anathema, which is a really good book though, but Eldritch. And then Loving the Liar. Silver Falls University. I don't know how many books are in this series, but let's see. 3.78 stars. An angsty secret society dark romance from bestselling. Okay. Welcome to Silver Falls University, where the elite comes to thrive. My life as a queen bee has always traced for me. I am rich, I come from an influential family, and I constructed my personality to become the girl everyone wants to be. I rule Silver Falls University with bright smiles and a pretense of being everyone's friends. But in a place where toxic rich kids love to see each other fall, no one is safe. Especially when my family loses its power and someone threatens to spill all my secrets in the blink of an eye. My life, as I knew it, crumbles. And to save the people I love, I'm forced to initiate into a place where I thought I'd never be. The same secret society who betrayed my family. Powerless, I'm thrown into a world of men who want nothing but to use and break me. The only person who could save me, my ex, he wants to take care of me even though I hate him. He wants to protect me when he's not allowed. And he wants to make me his even if it puts us both at risk. I have no hope of surviving the secret society. But if Christopher Murray makes me his, I have no hope of surviving him. Loving the Liar is a dark romance intended for readers over 18. Please read the content warnings in the book. Oh, so 3 interconnected standalones. He lost her once, now he'll do anything to have her back. Anything. I could eat that up. I know the second book came out a couple months ago. I'm not sure. But those are the books, not including Onyx Storm, because I don't think I'm going to finish. Happy Thanksgiving, daddies, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you later.